I welcome you all for class 8 subject science. So we are going to continue our lesson, that is microorganism. What do you mean by a vaccine? When a disease carrying microbe enters a body, the body produces antibodies to fight the invader. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. Now what actually is the vaccine means, if dead or weakened microbes are introduced into a healthy body, the body fights and kills the invading bacteria by producing suitable antibodies. The antibodies remains in the body and we are protected from the disease causing microbes forever. This is how a vaccine works. Okay, vaccine is nothing but they are introducing antibodies, means they are introducing some virus in the body so that it will be there in our body for when the baby is growing, even that will be grown and it will be there in our body. Whenever that virus comes, already we have the antibodies in that. It will fight and it will kill the bacteria. Okay, several diseases including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox and hepatitis can be prevented by vaccination. Edward Jenner discovered the vaccine for smallpox in 1798. Here you can see they are giving a vaccine to a small baby. You have seen the advertisement in the TV, newspaper and all regarding protection of child against polio under the Pulse Polio program. Polio drops given to children are actually a vaccine. A worldwide campaign against smallpox has finally led to its eradication from most parts of the world. These days, vaccines are used on a large scale from microorganisms to protect humans and other animals from several diseases. Right? So, vaccines are given in the early stages of the life. When the babies are there, that time only they will inject the antibody, means they will inject few bacteria in our body. That is nothing but it will grow and it will become an antibody for those diseases. Which are the vaccines prepared till now? For cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, hepatitis, polio. For all this, in the early stages for the baby, they will give the vaccine so that they should not get these kind of diseases. Now we will learn the harmful microorganisms. What are harmful microorganisms which spread the diseases? Microorganisms are harmful in many ways. Some of the microorganisms can cause diseases in human beings, plants and animals. Such disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. What it is called? Pathogens. Some microorganisms spoil food, clothing and leather. So here I have in the slide you can see classification of diseases. So there are two types of diseases. One is non-communicable diseases, the other is communicable disease. What do you mean by non-communicable disease? Means when a person is having heart attack or asthma, it will not spread to other person if they are staying together, eating together or means they are together, but this disease will not spread to the other person. Okay, that is known as non-communicable disease. Do not spread from one person to another. Okay, that is known as non-communicable disease. It can be diabetes also, it can be blood pressure also, it will not spread. The next is the communicable disease. What do you mean by communicable disease? Means the disease which spread from one person to another. Easily it can spread. Example is tuberculosis, cholera, common cold. All these are spread. Now, how do you think this is spread? There are different ways of spreading diseases. Okay, communicable disease can be spread in many ways. The first one is from infected person through air, water, food and physical contact. Example, when a person is suffering from common cold, he sneezes. What happens, the fine droplets of moisture carrying thousands of viruses are spread in the air. The virus may enter the body of a healthy person while breathing and cause the infection. So the next persons who are standing next to that who is having a common cold, the persons who are around him can have the cold possibly with the air fast. It can be fast even with the water also. That common cold person has drank the water and have kept the bottle or the glass. Now you are consuming that water, means that virus whatever that person had, it is entering directly in your body through the water. Again even you will get the cold. Similarly even for the food also. If the person has eaten the food and the leftover, if you are eating that food, then you will get the cold. Is same way the physical contact. Physical contact is nothing but shaking your hand with that person. Now that cold person is sneezing. That bacteria is in his hand. Suddenly you go and you meet him. So that person shake the hand with you and you will get the common cold. This is how it will infect. So the next how disease can be communicable. The next is through insects and animals, right? So what happens when there are some insects and animals which acts as carriers of diseases causing microbes. Example, housefly. Housefly Housefly is one such carrier. The fly sits on the garbage and animal excreta. Right. Pathogens. What are pathogens? The microscopic organism which creates disease. These pathogens stick on their bodies. Whose body? On the housefly body. When these flies sit on uncovered food, they may transfer the pathogens. Whoever eats the contaminated food is likely to get sick. So it is advisable to always keep food covered. Avoid consuming uncovered items of food. Another example is the insect of carrier, that is mosquito. Female Anopheles mosquito which carries the parasite of malaria. You know malaria is caused through a mosquito, that is the name of mosquito is Anopheles mosquito which carries the parasite of malaria. Female Aedes mosquito acts as carrier of dengue virus. Okay. Dengue virus also comes through mosquito bite, even malaria through mosquito bite. There are different kinds of mosquitoes. Here they have given the names of that. That is for malaria it is female Anopheles mosquito. For dengue it is Aedes mosquito. So from this we get different kinds of diseases. All mosquitoes breed in water. Hence one should not let water collect anywhere in coolers, that is tires, flower pots, etc. By keeping the surrounding clean and dry, we can prevent mosquitoes from breeding. Try to make a list of measures which help to avoid the spread of malaria. Several microorganisms not only cause disease in human and plants but also in other animals also. For example, anthrax is a dangerous human and cattle disease caused by a bacterium. Foot and mouth disease of cattle is caused by a virus. Now here which disease you will get from the animals is the rabies. Rabies you can get from a dog bite or a monkey. How? The normal dog you will not get any rabies. If a dog is infected with that disease, then you will get a rabies. Similarly here rat bite fever. Rat bite fever also it is the same. If the animals are infected with that virus, when they come and bite you, that virus enters in our body and give us the disease. Several microorganisms not only cause disease in human and plants but also in other animals. Example, anthrax in dangerous humans and cattle disease caused by a bacterium. So, foot and mouth diseases, that is even in the animals these viruses cause diseases. Okay. So, even the ringworm is also a disease from the fungi, right? Fungi is a microscopic organism. As you can see in the picture, there are different kinds of diseases to the animals. Microorganisms cause diseases in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple and others. The diseases reduce the yield of crops. For such plant diseases, they can control by use of certain chemicals which kill the microbes. You can see in the picture here, that is citrus canker is a disease for it is caused by bacteria, and how it is spread? It is spread through air. Okay. Then rust of wheat. Okay, what is that? The rust of wheat is caused by microorganism fungi, and it is spread through air and seed, from one seed to other. Then the third one is yellowing mosaic of bhindi. You can see the colors on the leaf. Even that is a kind of diseasing plant. Okay, becoming yellowish and patches. You can see in the picture how the leaves have turned. Right. So that is nothing but with the by virus it gets spread. It is through insect.